final map of the day here. And NaVi, they have certainly shown up now to the server, and Renegades, they've got their work cut out for them. But what we said was Dust 2 was always going to be a difficult battle for them, and I think the Renegades will have known that. It's all about using their team play to combat the skill that NaVi brings to the server, and Renegades, luckily, have had amazing team play the whole way through the play-in and now into the main event. We'll see if they can do it here on Nuke. Starting on the CT side, it's going to be the Renegades, and NaVi putting some utility straight away towards the A side. In fact, they're sending players close to it, but they haven't exploded through.
Oh, Hatz picks up an early kill in the pistol. Oh, Sico with a stunning shot of his own. He's going to go ahead and back away. Perfecto finally finds one back for NaVi.
Drawing a kill back, incredibly important, but Electronic nearly loses it just as quickly. And now two players down on the B-bomb site. Sico, he's going to worry about that. They come over the top. Perfecto's going to check it. Headshot in, and now a 3v3. Simple bursts open the window, and he's the bomb carrier. He's sending the bomb down in the double doors. Perfecto's going to close it the other way open, and they just completely wrap him. Really well played there for NaVi to get that kill back. Now Hatz and Malta, finally, they've eliminated Electronic. Simple and Perfecto now, the duo, they have to try and win out the round. Simple's going to go first, going in with a USP. Malta spots him coming out, but hasn't been able to do much about it, just staying alive, allowing his teammate Hatz to get into a better position. He's down the vent, now running, trying to get in from the other side. Bomb has been planted here for NaVi, and now Simple's gone back into Decon. He's starting his wrap around. Malta cannot land any of the shots. Awkward jaws inside of the B-bomb site. And Simple's got around to the double door. It's wide open right now. Defuse starting to come through. It's tapped once. And Malta, he's low and he's gone down. Simple's found him. Just Hatz left alone. Inside of the site, door being played with right now, allowing Hatz just to try and get into the site. And Perfecto's playing with his food right now. Simple at the other side, just stretching him thin, and Hatz goes forward and he gets knifed. Shines straight in the chest, and it's NaVi winning the pistol.
A little headbutt at the end there between Perfecto and Simple. Those two are so happy with that round because they got all the kills between them, and they played it so brilliantly between them, using those doors to get so many of the kills in these rounds. There's the first one for Perfecto, drops down for the second, and then at this point, Perfecto just starts running distraction, knife at the end, swinging that door open and closed. He knows it's so hard for that USP to fire out that door. It doesn't have many bullets, so if it tries to make a hole in the door, it's going to be low on ammo. It's just a brilliantly played round, but Sico lands a brilliant shot to begin with. Looks for a second, he makes it work on the D and gives Renegades an early man advantage.
Renegades have won a few of these rounds. They brought a couple close too. NaVi need to respect this kind of purchase from the Renegades. They're going to smoke out the control room window. Malta going to break the windows open himself. He's trying to play the mind games of where he could be. But NaVi slowing this one down, not rushing into anything. Now they'll eventually start their walk into the B-bomb site via the rafters. Malta might just spot the angle, but Bit has seen him first. No kill though for Bit. The MAC-10 goes down, and now Malta nearly getting away with a second onto Simple. But the rifles come in, and it's got another one. Simple's found Alistair. Bomb tapped on the floor. Hatz and Ins, 2 versus 2. No kit on the back of them, but they have got a little bit of utility. And the UMP of Hatz might just be able to do something. But Electronic and Simple are just biding their time. They're not wanting this to go the other way. No mistakes can come through. Simple's covering off his teammate, but Electronic waits. He knows the doorways are open. He goes for the plant now. Planted for Simple in the post plant. And Electronic stays alive. Simple giving away his position. Electronic finding a better one. The smoke has gone down. Now Electronic's going to play in it. He's going to sit inside of the smoke that was thrown to him from the CT side. Simple's just clearing out the vent, starting his flank through. And the Renegades, they don't have too much time left, and that smoke's starting to fade away. Electronic getting tagged through it. Simple's found the headshot. And now just ends up on top of rafters. Absolutely no chance he wins this round now with that time. It's all about just trying to get a kill at this point. He will do that on the Electronic. And he's going to go through as well. He's going to try and go back to the bomb to try and pull Simple into the open, and he will. And Simple will find his 4th kill of the round. NaVi 2-0 up.
Simple off to a strong start again. And NaVi making that important call to just slow things down, calm it down after the initial ramp rush. They lose 2 players and they realize they can't afford to go in further without having some good spacing on the trades. I was a little concerned when Bit went so far forwards with the MAC-10. The spacing there didn't seem great. The AK took a while to be able to follow up the SMG going in initially to the B site. but eventually Simple was able to force the trade kills and get his team the round. And now Boomich is going to punish these USPs with this MAC-10. Nice kill up.
Great moneymaker, but he's eventually taken down by Malta's P250. And Simple, I think he just spotted a bit of ins, and he looked up to heaven as soon as he did that to peek out the CT vent, but luckily Electronic and Simple taking those kills very easily indeed. And now Sico left alone. Zeus goes into lobby. He's trying to get something out of this. He's trying to be a little nuisance, but he's being spammed down. They're aware of his position, and Bit will find him in the end. 3-0 for NaVi. A great start into Nuke, and Renegades really got to dig deep now. They've got to start winning gun rounds immediately. They had a good start in Inferno. It allowed them to get the ball rolling, but here on Nuke, they've got to steal the ball away from NaVi.
Something I do love about buying that Zeus is just how it can bring the mood of the team up a bit. Saw Sico laughing at the end there like, oh, I tried to get him with the Zeus, guys. All right, let's get back into the gun rounds. Let's go ahead and stay positive heading into the rifle rounds. Alistair has the AWP. Inns will be playing Yard on this CT side. This is a chance for him to show us how he can outbrain his opponents. Alistair has a huge gap in this smoke. That's an easy shot even while blind.
That smoke execute was terrible. Massive gap allows the kill. Renegades with a man advantage because of that. It wasn't even difficult for them to find it. NaVi just slowing the play down again. They're willing to do this. They've shown it before, and they can work the round in the favor. But for Renegades, a fantastic start. The best chance to win the round is getting this man advantage. This ramp room setup is going to be difficult to deal with if NaVi decide to go that way. They've got 2 players in there for the CT side. Perfecto's just jumping around, seeing if he can spot anything, but it looks like they want to try and pressure in towards the A bomb site. Defense currently stands here as Hatz and Malta up in heaven. Hatz just outside of the hut. Inns is quick to reply as well if needed. He can come in towards mid and help them out, but it's the outside play here for NaVi that started to come through. Boomich has got in. He's got in behind, and Inns is down, and that's going to allow the trade kill to go in favor of NaVi, down to 4v4. And with 38 seconds left, the B play looks to be coming through, leaving Simple as the lit lurk on the other side of the map.
And there's no response from Renegades. No one has rotated down to that lower site. They're not even going to see these players pushing the site before it's too late.
And even if they try and rotate quickly down vent, Simple's here. And he's going to find an easy headshot onto Hatz. Is he ready for Alistair? He will be, but Alistair still takes the kill down. Bits found a headshot though. Alistair and Malta, the only 2 remaining players, and 14 seconds left. Bomb plants finally starts to come through here for NaVi. Secure the plant. Alistair has come down with the AWP. They're looking at Decon. Door's going to swing wide open, and Perfecto had the perfect position to deal with that. Malta runs away. Nothing he can do here. NaVi slow it down again and recover the round.
It looked like Sico was trying to focus on ramp initially to make sure it wasn't a split towards that B site. He was hoping he could maybe find that lurking player. But as you said, Simple was just looking to cut off the rotations. Did so fairly effectively, getting the 1 kill. And then you saw Sico's dead body there on the B site was completely out in the open, just in front of those decon windows. So it goes to show that he arrived really late to that B site. NaVi was so far up that they were able to catch him as he tried to get into a better position. That now puts NaVi 4-0 up. And those rotations on Nuke are incredibly important. You need to know how you're responding when you lose that yard control. When NaVi get down secret, you need to know exactly what you're going to do to stop that B-site play from happening. Hopefully Renegades can get that figured out in the future. Unlikely to come into play in this round though, because they only have the 1 saved rifle.
NaVi sending players deep outside and straight down secret. Electronic has had a very quick start to the round. I think they're really trying to test the rotations of Renegades because there was none in the previous.
Inns heard them though. So they're actually stacking a fair few players down on this B site.
Bomb hasn't committed down though for NaVi. It's just 2 players. And Malta is going to be staying on the stairway. Smoke goes in to try and keep them back. And I think NaVi will realize, okay, they have rotated players down. And now the aggression into ramp has not worked out at all for the Renegades. Perfecto has found that kill. Now because the M4 actually rings out there, that's good information for NaVi. They know where one of these better weapons will be.
Decent response from Hatz to get into hut, being in an advanced angle where the D can definitely do a lot of damage with some body shots. Now Renegades are starting to rotate back up. they'll look for this fight against Perfecto. Hatz could also join them with the Hut aggression, and Perfecto's been caught off guard.
Well, the premium rifle getting it done, and now Hatz sees a window of opportunity to get in while they're distracted. Oh, you need to land a couple of those shots. Hatz goes down a bit. Simple's found a kill as well. And suddenly it is Inz, Diego, that needs to do it all, and he cannot do it. Bit with a headshot. Sico left alone. M4 in towards Ramper, and Simple spotted him, and because of that, it's not too long. You know, your life expectancy goes down quite quickly when Simple sees you without you really having much say about it. So 5-0, NaVi up. Flawless beginning here on Nuke. And for Renegades, it's very frustrating to be in these situations where you've had a couple of gun rounds now, you've had a couple of these closer rounds with the weaker weapons. Now you have to win a round.
It's a really nice idea in that round from Renegades, though. I love the attempt of getting that Hut aggression at the right time. You know if you get that kill onto the ramp player, you've got a chance of the NaVi players trying to fill that gap and catching them in the side. Here comes the buyback for Renegades, though, and as you pointed out, they've got to get going here. They've got full orgs, and wow, what a shot from him, straight through the smoke. But it's into a 4v4 because Bit got an early kill out onto A.
Yeah, 2 smoke kills in quick succession. 1 for either side. Equality's what we're all about here, and Hatz has got another smoke kill. No one's seen each other, and yet there's 3 kills already.
Well, finally, Hatz sees Bit. That's another kill in favor of Renegades, but Boomic's play has to be one that gets them into this round. It's a 2v4, and if he gets in behind them, maybe there's still a chance for NaVi to get something going here.
Oh boy. Boomic. Easy kill. This should have been easy, but he only gets the one. He only gets away with the second because the transfer actually looked pretty good, but didn't end up connecting, and Perfecto is now left alone in the clutch. 1 versus 3 in total. Gonna be a perfect 3K. He's found 1. Down to 1. Now Hatz and Alistair should be taking this one for Renegades. This is a golden opportunity to finally be back on the board. Finally get around here on Nuke. Perfecto sees a window of opportunity to get down into B. He's going to sprint down. A quick rotation did start to come through, but Perfecto uses the Molotov into double doors. That should confirm the plant in his eyes, but a smoke has gone down onto the Molotov, and a fake door swing as well is going to confirm the denial of the bomb plant. Perfecto is being delayed. Plant starts to come through. Alistair opens the door, but he's not running with it, and Perfecto has to stick to the plant. He's looking for the kill, and he has to be worried about decon and double door because he opened the decon door. So he's going to look at it. No peek yet for Renegades. But again, just 1 HP right now on Perfecto. Utility, and itchy left, and the kill for Perfecto comes in. Can he get the second? He can't. It's the low HP that cost him in the end because 1 stray bullet through the box is enough for Renegades to get that first round.
Really nice try from Perfecto, putting himself in that position where he has the chance to take an angle where it's much more likely he can get those headshots. Behind that box, mainly just allowing the head to be shown. But as you said, just 1 shot through the box would deal with him. Some of these early kills coming in through the smokes, but that kill onto Bit was really the one that turned the tides. You see at the end there, so unfortunate for Perfecto, who had to just go ahead and try to take the fights. And after just 1 round loss, NaVi are not happy. They're taking a timeout.
Just stopping any hype that the Renegades might have. They do have an advantage. Unfortunately, NaVi were playing the RMR event, so couldn't come over and straight away head into the studio land. They're going to have to play from their quarantine setup inside of the hotel. And so Renegades do have that advantage in terms of having the emotion across the board, right? Everybody playing in the same studio setup, everybody right beside each other, shoulder to shoulder. NaVi don't quite have that. So I think it's a good call here to try and minimize that advantage that Renegades would have by cooling down the game again, taking the sting out of that first round win. We get round 7 going. It's NaVi that are leading the way. Still a bye for both teams comes in. So Renegades, yes, it's brilliant they win their first round, but now they have to try and make it consistent. It was a 4K from Hatz. We'll see if they can start winning on a more consistent basis, and that's not a good start.
Simple snuffs out the early aggression, I should say. Oh, another smoke kill from Inz. That all doing good work in some of those yard fights. Simple is still having a superb performance though. 12 kills so far from the first 7 rounds. NaVi continue to wait in towards lobby, but Simple is still searching for another entry. He's not happy with just the 1.
He's not at all. And Simple starts to think about getting out in towards Hut, trying to put pressure on the A fight. Hatz is going to get up in towards top hut, and Inns is going to double up with him. This double hut setup can usually be so strong, but they're just using it to get the boosted player up into the rafters again. And Inns is going to look in towards heaven. They're aware right now that outside is completely NaVi's to play with, and Alistair tried to gain some control back in the round. He couldn't get anything out of the aggressive play into ramp room. And now the play from NaVi starts to come through into the A side. Boomich and Electronic hitting the shots. Headshots galore right now for NaVi. Inns and Alistair, no other option. They've got to save their weapons. You're not winning this 2v4.
Not meant to be for them.
It's a real long smoke. NaVi helping them out. There you go, there's a smoke to play with.
All the way back. Good explosive play from NaVi. This was what we were scared of for the Renegades side. NaVi just starting to take over individually. Explosive plays coming through from them. You have to show an ability to stop those A plays from happening. If you lose the site that quickly in these rounds, you aren't going to find much success, and you're not going to find much success when Simple's landing shots like that. Alistair out of there. Inns will get one, but he'll get traded by Electronic. They hunt everyone down, and that will limit Renegades into this upcoming round.
Yeah, it really ends any hopes, really, of a round, because they had some money available. Hatz had 4K, nearly 5K here on Inns. You could have got something out of this if you're the Renegades, if you save a couple of those weapons, but with the elimination of everything, they are now down once again to Deagles and MP9s. Alistair will save his money because he wants an AWP. NaVi are primed and ready for a 7th, and that is the issue for Renegades. You've got to start winning rounds consistently. You can't just have a one and done. You've got to start stringing them together. And Inns' aggression gets away with a kill. I thought for a second Boomich got to safety, but luckily Inns still comes out with a kill. Electronic going for his best jump shot impression, but it's not going to work out, and Inns takes him down as well. Really good stuff from the MP9, and the Deagle landing damage, but not the kill. Simple and Bit getting those kills back. Some aggression from Renegades in towards lobby has not worked out for them at all, and NaVi have it back into the 3v3. There still is an AK in the hands of Inns, though.
And Inns is coming down to B, getting ahead of the game with the AK. Unable to get that early kill, though. Now he's been smoked, and he somehow gets that kill onto Simple.
Inns is down now. He's got a chance. 3 kills already. Perfecto's low in HP. Bit gets the bomb planted. As the 2 newer additions to the team here for NaVi, they have to try and figure out the clutch versus the weaker weapons. Still certainly at the advantage having 2 AKs in play, because Renegades have not been able to pick up any other weapons other than that single AK, but now that's changed. Hatz has found another rifle. This gets more difficult for NaVi, but they don't have utility on the CT side. They don't have a kit, and the positions of NaVi are strong, and Renegades are really letting the time run. They finally go into the site. Now they're getting on the defuse. Hatz has got the kill. Bit with 1. Defuse still coming through right now from Alistair. Bit's got to run around the corner. The bomb's not planted for him. There's enough bodyguards, and the defuse is stolen away. Bit gets every kill, but it's too little too late, and Renegades find the round.
Renegades giving their lives for the cause at the end there, fighting till the bitter end. And this play from Inns is what opens it up. He'd been getting some yard kills previously. He'd been doing well in this position, but this time he goes aggressive. And how does Simple not get that kill? He's in such an unexpected angle. It looked like it was set up for him, but Inns goes ahead and turns it round.
And he's been quiet, right? He's really not been getting involved over the last 2 maps, and that is a round that can spark something in him. Ignite the fire that we know Inns can bring. And now Renegades once again have an opportunity to get into this first half. You know, yes, it's beautiful they win that round. It's great that they're back on the board, but it's an opportunity in the end to try and get back into things, get the rounds going. You can't afford to have a flash in the pan, which is often NaVi's specialty overall with results. But I think against the Renegades, they're feeling a little bit more comfortable. They can get this reply, put them up 7-2 and break down the spirits and the money of Renegades. Important round here.
Electronic got down secret early, so Inns has had to preemptively play down towards B. And controlling that yard position on the CT side is a great way of limiting your opponent's options, but they haven't been able to do that in this round. And now NaVi look like they're setting up some nades into this A bomb site. Perfecto has a molly in hand, so does Simple. One more smoke towards yard as Electronic creeps up close.
Electronic with the AK is about to go around the corner into 2 CTs, and he gets away with 1. Quick reply from Malta, but they know where he is now, and that's going to allow Booich to get the kill. Alistair with a missed shot. Unorthodox to see him miss that, and he's going to go back again and miss once more. Not missed, but Perfecto is not down. It wasn't enough damage done. And Alistair takes some damage, and that's enough to scare them away. It's so unfortunate to see Renegades in these situations. You get a round win, but you just can't double it up. You can't turn it into consistent success. NaVi are relentless in getting those rounds back.
We saw that same setup yesterday for Renegades against OG work really well and get them into a position where they were able to go ahead and use that bait and switch. But NaVi have the player coming in from main, coming in from yard, which means they spot out both those players early. And you do wonder if NaVi have seen some of those setups that Renegades were running in that game against OG. Maybe they have taken note of some of the tricks that Renegades have up their sleeve. It's not too common to have 2 players stacked in main like that. But NaVi were aware of it with the wraparound from Electronic. And Simple is still showing us why he's the best Nuke player in the world. 14 for 3. So hard to stop him on this map.
First timeout for the Renegades. I think when you've had 2 opportunities to get back into the first half and none of them have reaped the rewards of the follow-ups, I think it's time for your coach to step in. Have a little chat to the team, get them fired up again, maybe get them some ideas. Maybe he's been seeing something over the past couple of rounds that they could fix.
It might be time to take a bit more initiative. I think Inns could maybe continue to play slightly more aggressive on yard, because NaVi are getting a lot of pressure from that position very early in these rounds. So if he could maybe get a kill early, play behind red, get a bit more aggressive, even just getting into secret early could be a nice way of limiting those options that NaVi have, because that's part of the reason why Renegades are so lost in that round. They're not that ready for the wrap from yard because they're losing so much map control. So could be nice to get back control in this one, and we are seeing the aggression.
Quicker plays, and Alistair trying to get a peek down into doorway, but the smokes are just everywhere right now. NaVi have gone for a full execute towards outside, and that usually allows Electronic into mid, and he's going to find himself a chance here. A huge opening, but In spots him. Rifle takes down the first kill. Hatz has found the follow-up. This is a really good round here for Renegades. They're finding all the kills, and Perfecto finally getting 1, but it is just 1 on the spam to the hut. And this is still going to be a 4 versus 2. So much success found for the Renegades, but no. Simple's got the ramp, and he's spotted. Spotted without a kill, and Simple now thinks about dropping down into the B-bomb site. There has been a rotation of 1 player down here. It's Inns who's already made it down to B. Simple will not be able to plant the bomb comfortably, especially because Inns is going up into the window room. Simple is waiting for that peek, and Simple has the right read. He's got the kill as well. We'll now go for the bomb plant. 2 versus 4 in total, but now a 2v3.
And Simple and Perfecto won that pistol round between them. They could be on to do it again in this one.
They have a way with working that B-bomb site in the clutch. Alistair, Sico, and Hatz. They're going to need the mob mentality to pull Simple out of the round. 3 players coming in towards his crosshair. Wow. It's worked out. Teamwork, taking down Simple, and now just Perfecto. 1 versus 2. A bomb is ticking, is planted for him, and Perfecto's got 1. Turned it into the 1v1. He hasn't got utility, but he's got bullets in his gun, and that can be enough. He's looking for the headshots, couldn't quite line it up, but he's keeping Hatz off the defuse, and that time is ticking. Again, it's Perfecto and Simple pulling off the clutch. For the best duo in Counter-Strike in terms of that right now, in terms of the first 2 rounds here. This has been really cool to see. The pistol and that follow-up, Simple and Perfecto making a real meal out of these rounds for Renegades.
The 2 players with the highest clutch round percentage on this NaVi roster combine to win this one. I think Simple was itching his nose when he took that fight, but he still got it. And that headshot was unreal. Insta-kill had to come through because Renegades themselves were fast on the trigger. And still, Simple gets the 1 kill to give Perfecto a good chance in the clutch. Perfecto delivers. NaVi up 8-2, but losing 2 players early to the 1 rifle that Renegades have.
Oh, Simple. He's got the kill back, though. Through the smoke, but nearly does it as well. Inns is going to survive in just 15 HP, so gets in behind the CT vent for cover. And now they can take a breath. NaVi's still down a player, but Renegades need to win the round.
We might need to see another Simple special hit. Another Simple masterclass of a round. Molly denies Malta so that Simple can go further forwards. He does now have to be aware of this potential flank. Perfecto's watching it for him though. Oh, this is a nice angle. Just get that earlier bit of information with the extra elevation. 45 seconds left and Simple starts to wrap round.
Getting into heaven. It's a good position for him. 35 seconds left. Simple has got a good position now to really break the backs of the defense. Good headshot, Hatz. He knows he has to worry about heaven as well. He's going to look up there and just about missing out on the kill on Simple, but Sico's got it behind. Simple's just killed himself. He's jumped off the top of heaven right to his demise. Denying Sico the kill, and in doing so, turning it into a 2v2. Malta sprays to the smoke. Bomb's been planted here for NaVi. Oh, one bullet left in the chamber, but a kill comes in. Once again, it is Perfecto in the clutch. 1 versus 2, tapping away onto Sico. They know where he is towards the back of the site, but he's won one of these rounds already. Another 1v2 up the sleeve for Perfecto, and he's got it down just to the Glock, pulls it out. Sico's run out of ammo, and Perfecto now switches to the burst fire. Sico trying to find him, dancing around the site. Perfecto playing with his food, but Sico, he bites back, and it's going to be Renegades sticking the defuse for the round win. It's been close, and again, another 1v2 having to come down. He's going to hold it right through for the defuse and get it in. 3 rounds for Renegades. Perfecto just about missing out on back-to-back 1 versus 2s.
The only thing that can stop Simple right now is himself. He's a generous god, giving them a chance as he falls to his death. I really don't know what he's thinking there, because he must know he's low, and it didn't even look like he was trying to break his fall. But either way, NaVi still come close to the round. Renegades, though, will take everything they can get right now. 3rd round win for them. Wasn't clean, wasn't pretty, but it's a round win for Renegades. Now they've got to prove they could do it in these proper gun rounds. Full AKs out for NaVi. Again, they're not going for the AWPs. Happy with the rifles. And this yard play continues to be successful for the NaVi side. Alistair hasn't had much success.
He has not. 2 and 10, but this might change now. He's in a very difficult spot with that AWP. Elsewhere, his teammates gone down. So more pressure on Alistair. And he's got the kill because of it. That's going to force NaVi away. They're going to leave that position, and Bit elsewhere has got another kill. Alistair knows he has to go and try and fight, and he's done it. Aggressive stance and a kill onto Perfecto. He's keeping him in the round, and Electronic flick up, headshot onto Hatz. And that's what we talk about when we talk about Electronic. That aim just coming through. Sico gets aggressive into ramp, and he's found Bit. 2v2 again. These rounds are coming close, and it's Boomich this time in the 1v2. Can Renegades get it over the line? It's a best of 3 with 1v2s here. Let's see if NaVi can get the 2-1. It's Boomich this time, tasked with it. He'll go into lobby, bomb planted for him. For the Renegades this time, they have some utility. That Molotov might just come back to bite them, but it's on Alistair, and he might go down. Perfecto. Oh, should I say Boomich has found the kill first. Now looking for the 1v1. Sico at the back of the site, and it's going to be Boomich easily picking up the clutch. They were just separated into the 2 1v1s.
It just goes exactly as Boomich would want it there. The first player's coming up through the vents. That's an easy kill for him. And then the nade combined with the spray to the chest. Both land at almost the same time. It's exactly how he would have envisioned it. A couple of body shots is all he needs thanks to the nade damage. The full gun rounds have been fairly one-sided here. Renegades have only really won rounds that have become super scrappy. That one was extended all across the map. Sico again going for yard aggression. We've seen this work previously for Renegades. He's tucked into the corner while Simple looks for a fight, but Inns hits him with a wallbang headshot.
Really nice shot from Inns, and this aggression from Sico towards outside, really trying to make it work, and he's found a headshot quick on Boomich. He's starting to run out of ammo, and because of the Molotov, he runs out of health as well. 4v3, still favoring the Renegades in terms of player count, but you certainly can't count out the advantage of the weaponry that NaVi currently have. 3 AK still in play. Only 1 for Renegades. If they can eliminate Inns quickly, that would open up an opportunity down to the B-bomb site. Inns is trying to have a bit of an off angle, try and get a body shot off before getting taken out. NaVi aren't even going towards him. Instead, they go back to A.
Not too many nades left for them either. Now Bits going in towards ramp with the bomb. Got to be careful you don't give that away. So he comes back to join his teammates. And these are some very awkward angles to clear.
Yeah, these pistols, choosing their angles wisely, trying to make the most out of the weaker weapons. They're going to try and set up this AK, which is currently inside of the A bomb site, looking to defend as Alistair up in the rafters, but look at that from NaVi. They went right down the vent. Perfecto's cut off the rotation as well. This is really well played for NaVi. Hatz and Alistair in a 2 versus 3, bomb down on the other side of the map. That's a brilliant round, that brilliant call from NaVi and executed to perfection.
Beautifully done to bypass those annoying angles, those close quarters fights. You take the risk that someone's not just sitting down the vents, because it's so uncommon that someone would just be sitting there waiting for you. It's much more likely they'll be stacked in those awkward angles on A, maybe one man on B. As you pointed out, Perfecto's position was great to cut off the rotation. NaVi up to 10 and looking great right now on Nuke.
Yeah, all the worries of Inferno are long behind them. Great show again from the Renegades, but I think they've met their match now. NaVi taking over the server, much more composed, clicking together. I think it's a very slow start into the game, but once everybody does get comfortable, everybody starts fragging again, and it's just a smooth system for NaVi right now. A couple of closer rounds they probably would have liked to have won more convincingly, with these 2v1s and clutches having to come in, but for the most part, it's been good from them. And the Renegades looking to scrap together 2 more in this half. 10-5 half scenario is the best case for the Renegades. They're trying to fight outside. They're not letting NaVi have it so easily, but with those smokes up, there's not much you can do. And Electronic will get down into secret. Oh, just missed the timing there. Ins gets into mid just as the smoke fades away. Alistair as well getting a kill. This time on the Electronic, and that's going to be the opening. Renegades have been given the man advantage. And NaVi, again, still have time left, and they've shown a willingness to slow down the rounds.
It's been nice to see Alistair getting more confident and getting more aggressive on these yard fights, and now Malta in the perfect position for a freebie onto Boomich. It may just have to be a ramp play from NaVi. They don't have many options left now. They don't have much map control, so they're going to take the risk.
Yeah, smoking from Sico as well has turned it into a 1v1 fight up against Bit. And that's going to force Simple and Perfecto into the clutch again. Can they do it one more time? They've been the clutch duo so far. And there's the first for Simple. Hatz is on top of the hut. Does Simple try and get out towards the A side, or do they drop down into B again? This time they have a player in the vent for Renegades. Malta's down there. Simple doesn't care. He's going to walk into the A side. Hatz is up on top of hut. They need to kill quickly, and Simple can't get it. Perfecto goes down as well. And Renegades get the round.
Really important that they're getting some aggression or some fights towards yard now. I was saying it previously, it was opening up so many options for NaVi. It was making Renegades not be in control of a lot of those scenarios. So seeing Alistair get that first kill onto Electronic, seeing Malta down secret ahead of time to make sure those yard players couldn't get all that ground and couldn't make Renegades uncomfortable has been very important, and now Alistair's feeling it. He's going for a pick.
Oh, he's going quickly towards red, but Electronic's already up and he's killed his teammate. Quick shot from Alistair. Needed to avenge his teammate, and another one for Alistair. Just stays in and around these smokes. He's causing chaos for NaVi. Bomb's been dropped, and now it's a recovery mission, and Alistair's feeling himself. He's going again, but Perfecto has taken him down. Even after all those sick fights and sick shots, it's still a 3v3. Malta spots that one down the lower site. He's got to figure out how to deal with Boomich, but in the meantime, Simple's pushed up deep into Garage. NaVi have some control across the map, and that is worrying now for Renegades. You just have to assume they're everywhere.
Malta's trying to figure it out, and he's heard the window being broken, but he tries to get past Boomich. They might not expect him to come up, but Simple's already got into heaven.
Oh,
this is so weird.
Oh, Perfecto's a Garage as well. Malta, that's the bomb on his right side. Perfecto, he's going to see him first. Surely he finds one in a second. Hatz and Malta both reveal themselves, and Perfecto takes them down. Sico into the 1v3. Og against Boomich, Perfecto, and Simple. Last round of this first half, he's got to go for it. Will he be able to pull it off? That's another question. And likely, the answer will be no. Simple at heaven for the post plan. Boomich at main, and Sico is likely to find Boomich. Actually, Boomich is in a CT vent. The X-ray confused me for a moment. Sico now moves forward. Looking for his pick, and he will spot Simple. Not quick enough, though. Simple with the headshot. 11-4 half for NaVi. They're looking to take the first win here at IEM Cologne. We'll find out if they can do it after the break. NaVi lead the way convincingly heading into the second half of the last half of the day. It's going to be NaVi 11-4 up. Renegades have struggled to keep up with the individual prowess, and the calls from NaVi really hawk it. It's been a great performance out of them, much more like it in comparison to that first map of and they look to try and close out Nuke.
Pistol round would put them in a great position to do so. Simple's been strong in these pistols all day, and he's already opened up this one.
Electronic as well, trying to get in on the action. Simple taking the bomb down towards outside. Hatz and Malta in a 2 versus 5. Hatz looking for the pick, but Perfecto will find him. The CSAT and the Itchy come in for the final frags, and NaVi, you can't really have a cleaner round than that, right? That's the pistol round you want. Everybody stays alive. Barely any damage at all. And 12-4 now for NaVi, who are 4 rounds away from victory in the best of 3. One of the stats you were bringing up the other day were Zaiwu obviously is still ahead of Simple as those pistol rounds. So Simple clearly trying to get back up there in terms of the pistol round stats himself.
Definitely got to do it. He outperforms Zaiwu in almost every other stat, so why not go for all of them?
He really wants that #1 player this year.
Absolutely. It's been really nice to watch the way Simple and Perfecto have played together on Nuke. They've been side by side in a lot of moments, doing well together. Alistair there trying to force the issue, but Simple on the CT side of Nuke is not an easy man to beat.
You know, we usually talk about in pre-games about how Electronic and Simple can be the best duo, but it really has been Perfecto and Simple who have been playing really well together. A lot of those clutches, I think Perfecto, when he first came into the team, people were kind of wondering what kind of player he's going to be. And I think very quickly they discovered his ability in those clutches is insane.
Oh, nice shot. Hatz might go for more. But this is a clutch that won't be won. Simple runs him down. Got to pad those stats. Why not? Simple is pretty close to 30 at this point.
He's still in his 20s.
Sure. No, not bad, Dinko. That's a good dad joke.
I mean, we're late in the day here. We've got to go for them. Even the Observer's sleepy. Sleepy Carl here all hitting the buttons. We've got lots of Carls up in the studio, don't we?
Sweden. They're all called Carl.
Yeah.
At least in my head.
Carlson. Anyway.
Here come the Eagles and the Glocks into the A-bomb site. MP9 mows them down early. Not much doing in this round for Renegades. They save to make sure they can get at least 1 gun round on their T side.
I'm convinced Bit is camera shy. He's got a GoPro on the top of his head or something. It's just, we've just watched Bit's hair all night.
They got the rifle. They got another shot.
Okay, Alistair starting to step up. This could get a little messy. The timing. Wow. Boomich has looked away, and Alistair's got in below him, but Boomich looks back. The Bulldozer MP9 sweeping him up. And now Inns left alone. Throws the M4 out of the map. Throws the bomb as well. You can can't do that, Inns. You can thank all the matchmaking trolls for that one. Let's go. It's Benjamin Franklin out. Doesn't seem to be happy with $1. Wants to try and get himself a USP. It's not much, but it is certainly better. And in the end, is Boomich that puts him to death. 14-4, 2 rounds away now for NaVi, taking the win. to open up IEM Cologne for themselves. And obviously, we did get a little bit worried with the performance on the first map, but, you know, the contenders really are looking like contenders now over the last two.
It's a shame it was such a slow start for Alistair, because he's really turned it round here.
Yeah.
Up to 11 kills, joint top of the team. He has got the AWP in his hands, a chance to use it. But like you said, NaVi's showing us why they are such a top-class team. Simple, going for more plays. You're not going to stop this man right now. He's seeing if he can find a frag, and Electronic with the flash helps him out.
Malta trying to get a kill up towards the top hut. He's spamming through, but didn't result in anything. And now they're going to challenge a ramp. And in doing so, you're going to have to try and battle against Electronic and Bit. Was Electronic and Bit, now just Bit in the corner because Electronic left him. And now comes the play into ramp. Bit has come through with one, but replacing Electronic is Simple. And I don't know which is more scary right now. Probably Simple with that AWP because he's come out with one. And Alistair and Malta left alone, trying to get back into the site. Perfecto has been found in the rafters. So a good kill from Malta, that. Still a 2v3. It's still winnable here for them.
Simple has rotated back to door. He's all over the map right now.
His heat map must be insane right now. Simple's going to miss the shot, though. And that does give Malta the angle to post up on. And the flank coming in, though. Look how quick Boomich came in behind. And now it's just Alistair left alone with the AWP. He's got a big clutch ahead of him. Electronic, Boomich, and Simple still alive. 40 seconds left. He at least has the bomb in his back. I guess that's the positive, but getting it near a bomb site is a whole different story. And he has to go through heaven, so he's going to go up silently, climbing the boxes. And now the stairway to heaven. Shout out Led Zeppelin. Now, Alistair trying to fight his way through. Right below him is Boomich, waiting with the AK, and Alistair's going to hit the shot, but Electronic was always waiting just a little bit behind him. It's map and series point for NaVi. They've done very well to pull these two maps back, and Nuke is looking so convincing from them.
Solid peek from Simple, flashed in for it, and he rotates back to ramp in time to help his teammates on the hold. No way in for Renegades, and I haven't seen Renegades buy many SGs throughout the tournament, so I think they're having a bit of fun here. 3 SGs for them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, the Renegades are going to admit this is definitely a little too much of a mountain to climb, so they're going to try and see what they can do. It's Simple getting kills, and now a 30 bomb. Okay, that's disgusting. Finally, he's taken out by Malta, but you cannot stop Simple from his 30 bomb. Last round, he's going to go and get it, isn't he? 30 and 10, brought to you by Renegades. And now it's just Malta left alone. Bomb down in the open. This one's a done deal now if you've won the game, and Malta's going to try his best. In fact, it's not a done deal because Malta's still alive, and the Krieg has found a headshot. Has to worry about the possible flank eventually, though, because Bit is in behind him, and Malta's throwing the smoke down. He's gone in behind it as well, trying to tap all these positions. NaVi's flank starts to come through, and Malta spotted, and the headshot in from Bit. 16-4 for NaVi. Great recovery after the first map loss, but looking really convincing now from the title contenders. We'll be right back after the break to close out the day here at IEM Cologne.